Please welcome Miss Jenny Wynter.
I just hasten to add, just a qualifying comment, they were my children in the car, okay? Just in case you're wondering, I'd like to clear that up. This is excellent. And there's a baby here in the audience. It's real. I saw it before and I was like, oh my God, it's my conscience. Anyway, so lovely. Thank you so much. What an amazing night to be a part of. I've got to tell you, backstage, it's so exciting. I have not felt that much nervous tension since my high school counsellor asked if I was sexually active. That's true. It's true. And I said to her, God, no. I just lie there. But listen, so. Hey, shh, I haven't got much time. Okay. So. Okay, I'm 5 years old, right? Who's talking? 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Okay, so, I'm 5 years old, okay? Well, clearly not now. I'm 5 years old, and my mother, a single mother, has suddenly, completely out of the blue, unexpectedly, died of an aneurysm. Thank you for laughing. It was hilarious. No, it's okay. So anyway, that is a very sad, horrible story actually, but that's for another time. But what I want to share with you guys tonight is a bit about the world that from that point onwards I'm thrust into, right? Which is the world of being raised by my 80-something grandmother and her quite elderly community of friends. So, you know, just like Mowgli in the Jungle Book was raised by a pack of wolves, I was raised by a pack of geriatrics. And thank you. And each of those people had a very special part to play in creating this. Okay, so for instance, as I grew up, I never weighed myself, I never measured myself. I didn't have to, because if I ever wanted to get a grip on whether I was overdoing it and overindulging, I had Ursula. Ursula was a German lady, and well, here's a little example of her role in my life. This is true. 4 days after I'd given birth to my child, you can back this up, right? Okay. After you give birth, if you don't know this, all right, you actually still look pregnant for, you know, ever. And this, it's true. She's nodding. It's true. Anyway, Ursula. Okay, 4 days after Ursula looks me up and down, and she goes, "Oh, Jenny," because you know her German was French. She goes, "Jenny, you know what would flatter your figure? Huh? Vertical lines." I said, "Really? Well, that's actually quite convenient because I've got one right here." Slimming. But anyway, despite that though, I really feel for Ursula, because despite the fact that she's lived like almost her entire life in Australia, she's still always seen by that community as being something of an outsider. And I just find myself wishing that she could just have one moment to show them that she was more than just German. Reisen auf einem verbotenen Kombi, auf einem Hippie-Trail, Kopf voller Zombies. Ich traf eine fremde Dame, sie macht mich nervös. Sie nahm mich auf und gab mir Frühstück. Und sie sagt, kommst du aus dem Lande uneinander, wo die Frauen klauen und die Männer plundern? Kannst du hören, kannst du den Donner hören? Oh, du besser laufen, du besser auf Deckung gehören. Ossi, ja! Ich kauf Brot von meinem Mann in Brüssels. Er war 6'4" und voller Muskeln. Ich sagte, sprechen Sie Englisch? Er lachte dann nur und gab mir ein Vegemite Sandwich. Und er sagte, die Bier fließen und die Menschen Bläh, bläh. Kannst du hören, kannst du den Donner hören? Du besser laufen, du besser auf der Konge, ja. 1, 2, 3. Ossi, Ossi, Ossi. Ja, ja, ja. Wunderbar. Edelweiß. Dankeschön. Oh, danke. You guys, you're so delicious. Thank you so much. You might never get me off. Listen, I've got so many characters and stories to tell you, but I've only got a few short minutes. My grandmother did tell me once that when I first came to live with her, it felt like the worst possible thing that could have happened had happened, but that it ended up turning into one of the best parts of her whole life. And it's only many, many years later when I find out, to my shock and horror, that I'm up the duff. I don't know if you might be able to vouch for this too. Apparently, unprotected sex causes babies. And it's only then that I really connect with my grandmother because, you know, at the time that too seems like the worst possible thing that could have happened has happened, but my feelings towards that change. So I'm going to leave you tonight with a song that I wrote upon meeting my own unexpected arrival, my daughter. And I'd like to dedicate this to all the mummies in the room. I've heard a lot of wise people and not so wise people try to put in a song how it feels to fall completely head over heels. I used to roll my eyes and just put it all down to their pop star lies, but then you came to me and you showed me just how cheesy I can be. And I want to write you the world's greatest love song. Oh, something utterly thrilling, compelling and epic. Oh, anyone who hears it will just turn epileptic. I want to write you the world's greatest love song. Oh, of all that have been written, this one will be the best because you, my baby, you deserve nothing less. But as I try to write it, I just can't fight it, the feeling that I am doomed for sure. What can I say in any way that hasn't been said 900 times before? I've got nothing new to bring. I might as well just give up and sing that once upon a time I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart. I mean, literally, I'm falling apart. I've had children, so it's like a cabbage. And these, like, they look nice now, but I let these out. They're nunchucks. I'm everything I am because you love me. You are the wind beneath my wings, love lifts us up where we belong. Oh, every night in my dreams I see you, I feel you. I'll never let go. Oh, you had me at and I will always love you. I will always love you. I will always. And even as I'm writing this part of the song, I realize, oh God, I'm such a hack. Well, even in my parody, there's no originality. I can't write you the love song you deserve. Or just pretend you're like doing a little lullaby triangle. No, it's lovely. Sorry. Okay. If you should ever hear this very silly mummy trying to put in a song